Boom! We are live. It's Chris Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct, and it is Get Some Wednesday. We are doing big things. We are getting stuff done. It is March 4th, and I am super fired up. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to use Zillow to find free leads for you to be able to prospect for sale by owners. So there are tons of data providers out there, but if you're brand new or perhaps you don't feel like spending money on leads, the easiest place to go to is to Zillow. So Zillow does a lot of things. There's a lot of people out there that feel that Zillow is the bad guy. That they're selling us our data back to us and all kinds of other stuff out there. I don't really feel that way at all. Instead, I feel like they are super nice for hooking us up with all this free FSBO data. So here's how I do that, right? I'm opening up a new tab. I'm going to Zillow. I'm going to write my city. For sale by owner. And when I do that, I get Zillow homes for sale. Well, thank you, Zillow. I appreciate that. Now, Zillow is a search engine, and it allows us to get really granular in terms of how to screen this data, right? So this big mess of potential for sale by owners. I probably don't want to call them. So I do want for sale. I don't think these are FSBO. But let's just see. All right. So I want to talk to 300 to 800. Okay. I don't care about beds. I don't care about baths. I only want homes. I don't want manufactured. I don't want condos. I don't want multifamily. I don't want apartments. I don't want land lots. And I don't want townhouses. Okay. More. There's no way that I have this right. So this is FSBO. Well, for some reason, this does not seem to be. Let's try it again. Zillow for sale by owner, Boynton Beach. Okay. Here we go. So I knew that number wasn't right. There's not 500 FSBOs in Boynton Beach. I wish there were. But this is a more accurate representation of that. And you can see I'm right because up here in the search bar, that says FSBO. All right. So now let's go 300 plus. Done. All right. And now let's make sure we are only talking to homes. And that will provide me a short list. All right. So this is good stuff right here. So now if I'm brand new, so my process is I buy Vulcan 7 data, I import that into the Mojo dialer, and that's expensive, right? So Vulcan's package is like, for lack of a better, off the top of my head, it's like $300 a month. The Mojo dialer, let's call that another 150. So let's just round up and say I'm paying $500 a month for data and dialer services. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pay $500 a month to get the same data that you're going to be getting in those other places. This is just a little bit more clunky and it takes longer, but you can get hyper granular. So for example, this is Boynton Beach. If I want to go anywhere else, I just go. So Coral Springs, which is where I'm going to go next. All All right, so you can literally, if you're in Kalamazoo, wherever, you could, if you're in wherever you are in the world, just put in your city, and it will find the for sale by owners for you. So that was very nice of them to do that for us. Thank you, Zillow. You're not the big bad wolf. It's all good. And now I'm going to go back to Boynton Beach. Okay. So here are the FSBOs that I'm going to call here momentarily. But one thing I wanted to just kind of touch on real quick, if you're out there, I can't see if this is even sharing. Hopefully it is. Let me just pop over here. Oh, good. It looks like that there are some people. All right. So I can't see you. Hopefully you can see my screen. But what I wanted to address is this. I am getting a lot of people reach out to me, and they're asking questions about the election cycle, or the stock market, or the uncertainty that there is in the economy right now, or uncertainty in general. They don't know what to do. Should we wait to buy? Or we're going to wait until the election cycle's over. We're going to wait until the stock market comes back. We're going to wait until this, that, and the other thing. We were working with a buyer in Coral Springs recently who had some things that they weren't exactly, they thought they had time. I guess that's the better way of putting it. They thought they had time in Coral Springs for the type of home that they were looking to buy. And they literally lost out on 5 consecutive properties. So in spite of all the education that we gave them, and the best, when I say education, my job is never to, or our job is never to pressure anybody into doing anything. It's to give them the best information that's out there, that's available to them, so that they can make the best decisions for themselves and their family. So I never want to come from a perspective of, well, number one, I don't want to pressure anybody. I also don't want to talk down to anybody, right? So I want to give them the information, let them decide, and that's it. So I thought we did the best job that we possibly could. There does come a point where you have to recognize that you must control the controllables, right? So if after giving somebody the best information multiple times, they don't choose to act on it, then there's something else going on, and that's a different story for a different day. But nonetheless, the perception is right now that there's time, at least in my market. And the reality of it is, in some price points, that might be true. In some locales, that might be true. But for the most part, we have a supply and demand issue. We've got 900 people a day moving to Florida. That's 300,000 families a year that are moving to Florida. A lot of them end up in South Florida. So single family homes, in certain areas, they are just flying off the shelves. There's no inventory. And that's not, there's not as a stockbroker, I was always looking to find a way to create leverage or create a sense of urgency. It's very useful in sales to be able to create a sense of urgency. In this case, this has nothing to do with me trying to create a sense of urgency. There just simply is a massive sense of urgency. If you want to buy these types of homes, you better be able to stroke a check, or somebody else is going to buy them. And that's just a fact. There's not enough demand. There's a ton of demand, and that demand is simply growing, and there's not enough inventory. Period. End of story. Hand to God. That's not hype. That's not sales pitch. It's a fact. So our job obviously is to convey that to the potential buyer. And I'm just giving you some, I'm just ranting right now, I guess, but it's a fact. And that being said, also interest rates are at an all-time low. Again, that's not hype. That's not sales pitch. So if you go out there and talk to your clients right now, tell them, hey, look, you need to, again, everybody's circumstance is different, but if you've got the ability to reach out to your client and your sphere and talk to them about a potential refi, ask them what their interest rate is on their home. I mean, now is the time, period, end of story. Go, the money is cheap. Interest rates are low as they've ever been. Go get a refi on your home, on your credit card, on anything that you can possibly renegotiate. Do that today. And if we're a trusted advisor for our clients, then give them that information so they can go do it themselves. But this isn't This isn't bullshit. This isn't hype. This isn't sales pitch. This isn't pressure. This is just actionable information that needs to be acted on quickly because things change. So again, some people are saying we want to wait till the election. We want to wait until this. We want to wait until the stock market. God bless, good luck. It's never going to happen. The fact is we got 900 people every day moving to South Florida. They're looking to buy homes just like this. So, do what you want. All right. So now that being said, deep breath. There are right now, how many? 7 for sale by owners that are not on the market. These are not on the market. These are on Zillow. They think they're on the market, but they're not. And I'm going to call them right now. So again, this data is free. Okay, gorgeous, upgraded, move-in ready, higher desirable, blah, 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 561. All right, thank you, good people, for giving me your stuff. Now, I want to just go to the bottom because in most cases, the owner's number is not in the write-up. They don't know better. This guy did, but for the most part, they're usually, I'm going all the way down to the bottom just to share it with you so you can find it. Normally, the property owner is at the bottom of the list. So you've got, interesting, all of the premier agents sell less real estate here in South Florida than I do, but that's just that's a totally different topic for a different day. Nonetheless, the property owner is hidden at the bottom. So if you don't know any better, and again, if you're the consumer, you think you're reaching out to the homeowner, you're not. You're reaching out to the listing agents or the premier agent. Well, not listing agent in this case, it's a for sale by owner, but you're reaching out to people who have paid for this position. They haven't earned it, they've paid for it. So, and based on their sales, they haven't earned it. So, all right, let's call the homeowner right now. And let's just see if we can make hay while the sun is shining. All right. And unfortunately, I don't know how to screen this live, or I don't know how to share a screen on YouTube yet. So I'm going to have to save this content and upload it into YouTube. And I don't know how much that will be viewed or not, but nonetheless, if you or anyone you know is even thinking about moving to South Florida ever, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. We absolutely love it. So if you or anyone you know, family, friends, clients, whatever it may be, if they're one of those 900 people who are looking to move to South Florida, we will pay you a FAT referral for the referral. We'll get them exactly what they want. We'll get them the best terms possible. In our last 20 deals, our last 20 buyers that we represented, we knocked off over $500,000 in negotiated savings to them. So we'll get them the best deal possible. We'll get them exactly what they want, and we'll pay you for the referral. So if that's something we can help with, you know where to find me. But without any further ado, let me call this fine gentleman right here, or lady, I don't know, and see what's up. Sweet mother of God. 619. So that's your first problem, Mr. FSBO, is that you're not answering your phone. How do you possibly expect to sell your home if you don't answer the phone? All right, so now we got Cobblestone Creek, which, if you know anything about Cobblestone Creek, you know that they had a massive Chinese drywall problem. And most of that has been remediated and fixed, but in fact, I'd venture to guess all of it has been remediated and fixed. But this was an incredibly nice development that stunk like Chinese drywall, which is no bueno. All right, let's see. So the home seller is where? Okay. Evidently, I'm moving too fast for myself. Here we go. All right, property owner. Now again, I always find this to be interesting. Premier agent, 7 sales. Jennifer, 12 sales. Matthew, 22 sales. Property owner, 0 sales. Chris Igoe, 42 sales. So here we go. Let's go. All right.
Hello.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true? All righty then. Let's call him right back. So one of the things I like to do when somebody hangs up on me like that, without even letting me talk, I like to call them right back. So let's try that again.
Hi, you've reached Scott. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Scott, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. You just hung up on me. It's all right. I'm sure you're getting a lot of phone calls. Just to be very clear, we have a smart seller program. I do believe you're selling your home for sale by owner. We've got active shoppers looking for properties exactly like yours. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please give me a call back, 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. All right. He's never going to listen to that. I will send him my my FSBO video link to try to get him into the top of the sales funnel. But hey, you can't kiss all the pretty girls, but you can try. At least so the expression goes. All right. I personally can't because I'm happily married, but nonetheless. All right. It's like my grandpappy Earl used to tell me. And no, I did not have a grandpappy Earl. All right, so listing provided by owner. All right, let's call this fine gentleman up and see what's going on here. Again, these leads are free from Zillow. So thank you, Zillow. You are not the devil. You are not the bad guy. You are just an information portal for free data. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Please leave your message after.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Oh, this has been on the market for 22 days. That's lovely. Okay. So again, I'm just scrolling to the bottom. 12 sales, 6 sales, 47 sales. All right, good job, Pressman Group. All right, 904-813-2129. Let's go.
Hi, you reached Chris Neal. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Thank you.
At the tone.
All right, I'll not be leaving messages for them. Sometimes I do. 7:49. This is interesting. So Briny Breezes is a very interesting. Well, let's give it a shot. They had it on the market for $14 million. Really?
Yeah.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes, I am not interested. Please.
Oh, I didn't say anything interesting. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Put your guns back in your holster.
Okay, well, you're a real estate agent.
I'm also a buyer. I'm also, just to be clear, I'm a real estate buyer. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a team leader. I wear a lot of different hats. So I do have some questions about your property, if that's okay. I see it online on
I'll tell
Zillow.
you what, you
Sure.
can look on Zillow.
Yes.
The address is number 20,
Yep.
and you can see all the details there.
Now, just to be clear, I'm on Zillow right now. I'm also on Trulia, and there's two different sets of information. That's why I called. So I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Zillow is the accurate one.
Okay, so I've got it at 7:49, and I've got it at 7:32. Which is it?
Well, what does Zillow say? Did you read it?
Yeah, and it's
39, actually.
7:39. Okay, so then that's wrong. What's on Zillow right now? So I'm glad I called.
Actually,
I'm glad I called.
I'm really cute.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I called.
Thank you.
And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property? So I had a feeling, based on the price point in Briny Breezes, that they were going to be a little bit insane, and I was right. But that's okay. The good thing about FSBOs is they answer the phone with higher frequency than the expireds for the most part, but they also need to get their teeth kicked in by the market for a period of time before they start to get realistic and reality based. So she just needs more time to percolate. All right, let's look at this one. Racham. All right, rent to own, no bank qualification necessary. We are not interested in listing with a realtor. Well, with the rent to own thing, I'm not going to even waste my time. Okay. Kettle Pass. Now, normally when it says we're not interested in speaking with a realtor, that means nothing to me. But if they're looking to do the rent to own, which is smart, I love it. It's a waste of my time. All right, so this is a beautiful home. Beautiful 1 year, new general. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's call them now. Where is she? 1561 400 6775. Doing big things. Oh, they got bocce ball.
Hello?
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yeah. What's
Awesome.
your name?
My name is Chris. My last name is...
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, let me just let you know that I'm a retired real estate agent, and
Awesome.
I'm not looking to list my home.
I didn't suspect you were. to be real clear. I get it. So I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What is the purpose of your call?
Yeah, so well, just so you know, full disclosure, I'm a real estate buyer. I'm a team leader. I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging one a day. Let me ask you this, because we work with a lot of realtors too. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with us, two things would happen. One, the home would sell. Two, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Well, I give you credit for this phone call,
Thanks.
but I'm just gonna say that, you know, that's, of course, who would say no to that?
Yes.
But right now, at this point, I'm really, you know, time is on my side. I'm not looking to list my home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if my home doesn't sell by the summer, I might change my mind. But right now, I'm just getting too much play on the house, so I don't have a gun to my head.
I get it. All right. So let me just be real honest with you. We work with, and again, this is no hype, no sales pitch. One of my claims to fame is I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% a list. I do that in 45 days. We have right now 3,000 plus active shoppers that we're working with in our database, looking for properties similar to yours. One of the things that I like to present to for sale by owners, I want to create win-win situations, right? So we offer what's called a smart seller program. What that means to you is we would go out there, we would host a mega open house on your behalf. I don't know, do you live in the property? Are you there now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you doing any open houses on your own?
I'm right now, I'm recuperating from surgery, so I'm not doing anything right now.
Okay.
You know, and I have some traveling to do when my husband and I get back. Then, you know, so if you want to give me a call back in a month from now, because I'm going to be out of town, you know, we could address this again.
Okay, so would it offend you if I ran an analysis on the property as it relates to price and emailed it to you? This way we're both fluent in speaking the same language as it relates to price.
Sure, go ahead, but the comps are going to be...
Yep.
Aren't going to be where I want them to be, but if you look and see what we paid for the home, we've got the thing that I'm waiting on is that Valencia Sound across the way is going to be closing on properties, and that's going to bring up my comps. So,
right.
You know, if you want to send that to me, that's fine.
Sure. What's your best email?
It is J.
Mm-hmm.
Edward R. Robert F. Sam G. Giraffe R. Robert L. Laurie at Gmail.
Okay. And the number I called you on is your cell phone? Yeah. Okay, cool. So when we get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information. If you would please just save it in your phone. I know you're getting inundated by phone calls from realtors, and that gets old fast. You'll start to develop PTSD, so just stop taking those calls.
Okay.
I'll email you an analysis, and then well, first of all, good luck getting better. I hope you mend quickly. But one of the things that we also do, and again, is we do what's called this mega open house. So we'll drive buyers to your property via our advertising. If they are interested in your home, then those are your buyers. A lot of those buyers are not going to be interested in your home. We would want the right to be able to work with them and buy them other homes. So it's a win-win for both of us. You get what you want, we get some buyers, and everybody's happy. Would that be something you might consider when you're ready?
Something that I might consider.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate it. Now, let me ask you this in closing. When we do sell the home and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Of course.
I love it. All right, listen, I'll be in touch. Feel better, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. All right, so I got her email address. I got permission to text her. I can tell you she's insanely overpriced, but that's okay. And she mentioned that she's not motivated. If at some point she is motivated, then we will be there, present and on top of that and ready to go. All right, so let me print this so I don't forget it, which I have a massive tendency to do. All right, well, so because I don't know how to print this right now, let me write down the address so I can print it later, so I don't forget to do the things I just said I was going to do. All right, so I don't know how many dials I just made, but what were there? 7 records? I don't know. 7 or 10, whatever it is, and now we got a good lead to follow up with. So again, is this an appointment? No. Is it a motivated seller? No. Did I connect with her at a high enough level to be able to get her email address and her permission to text her moving forward? Yes. So that's where they say the fortune's in the follow-up. That's where the fortune's in the follow-up. So this is a good price point. It is a good inventory. It is close to my house and my office. So that is helpful for me. This is certainly a piece of inventory I would like to sell. All right, so stay present, stay connected, and stay thirsty. All right, so what was her number? Let me write that down too. But if you'll notice, she tried to blow me off from the minute I got on the phone, and I had to keep pushing to be able to pitch her. So most people are going to have their guard up in the first 3 seconds of the conversation. You've got to be able to disarm them and get past that in order to be able to actually set the appointment or get their contact information. So just know going in, you're going to get resistance in the first 3 to 5 seconds. You've got to know what to say and how to say it to pivot to the next thing. So I don't exactly remember what I said, to be honest, but I do know she came on with something strong. I came on with something strong too. I talk about smacking them in the head and then petting their belly. That's what I kind of did there. And that's something that you need to learn how to do in order to be able to be very effective in setting appointments on the phone. So, all right. Okay, so that was it for Boynton Beach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I was right. So 7 dials, 1 lead for the top of the sales funnel, and that's it for Boynton Beach. All right, I have to go. I have an appointment that I got to get ready for, so I am going to cut this short, upload this into YouTube. I hope you guys could see it because I'm not really sure whether I was recording or not, but nonetheless, that's all it is, right? So this is not rocket science. This is not, you don't have to pay a fortune to go out there and get data. You can go onto Zillow for free, punch in your city, your zip code, your county, whatever it is, and then you can screen the inventory however you want to screen it to find the exact inventory that you want to call. It's 100% free. So thank you, Zillow. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys got this, found this content to be valuable. I hope so. If you did, then please like, subscribe, smash the bell on YouTube, and thank you for watching on Facebook. I appreciate it. If you or anyone you know is thinking of moving to South Florida ever, we are constantly helping buyers from around the country and around the world buy homes here in South Florida. We would absolutely love to help. We will get them what they want. We will give you what you want, which is obviously a FAT referral. We're happy to do that. And then we'll get them the best deal and the best product and the best terms possible. So again, thanks for watching. Anything I can do to help, let me know. Go out there, get some, win the day, win the week, win the year, win your life. And I'm just hoping that this actually recorded because I'm not positive that that's the case. All right, get some.